Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you probably know already, I'm looking in mass media and try to find articles every day. So I scroll through many articles, many titles, and I can tell you that every day I find one or two articles concerning this individual. And this individual is none other than the great president of Turkey, Erdogan. He shows up always. He's always there. It's like nothing like that. Maybe Biden beats him at Trump, but Erdogan is right there. And he is now for a good reason. We're going to have problems, a lot of problems between, they're going to escalate because the problems are there between Turkey or Turkey and Greece, the old friends. This article comes from the Fox News, September 3rd, 2022. Turkey warns Greece of heavy price over island occupations. Well, things are going to escalate over there more than they are, and it's going to be either a provocation or an accident. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has issued a harsh warning to Greece, saying the country would pay, quote-unquote, a heavy price if it continued to, quote-unquote, harass Turkish planes that fly over Greece. Again. Now, that was my add-on. But probably that's what they accept. Hey, what's your problem, man, with my planes flying over your territory? You're going to pay a heavy price. All right, Erdogan spoke during a rally in the Black region, telling those in attendance to look at history. Erdogan, I like you, but I don't think you want to get into historical events with Greece. Okay, because I think you're losing at every corner. But let's see. And I'm quoting, "If you go further, you will pay a heavy price," end quote, he said of Greece. "We have one thing to say to Greece. Remember Izmir." Ooh, he added, referring to the city Turkey, quote-unquote, liberated from Greece in 1922 as part of its war of independence, according to state-run outlet Anadolu Agency. Oh, I didn't expect that kind of history from you, Erdogan. I thought you would just set claims about this territory and that territory. But if you say you liberated that location over there, I mean, that's fantastic. But I'm pretty sure some other people were there first, unless you found it empty. All right, the city of Turkey liberated. All right, great. Okay. Izmir. All right. I'm quoting again, "When the time comes, we will do what is necessary," he continued. "As we say, all of a sudden, we can come overnight." Gonna come overnight doing what? He didn't say what. For what? Beg, ask for money, ask for a piece of bread, or what? Or to invade, like in Izmir. All right. Erdogan's comments may have come as a response to a remark from Greek Defense Minister Nikos Panagiotopoulos, who in June claimed that Turkey was aware, quote-unquote, of the, quote-unquote, heavy cost that Turkey faced in military engagement with Athens. All right, so they're like, hey, I got a bigger. No, remember that? Nobody remember that? Like children in the kindergarten. So, and I'm quoting, "It is our capabilities that deter the other side from daring a military engagement because they know the heavy cost that they would be faced to pay," he told the Manifesto newspaper, and I'm quoting again, "Our armed forces are at all time vigilant, fully ready and decisive." Okay, that's words. Turkey has accused Greece of stationing troops on islands in the Aegean in violation of peace treaties between the NATO neighbors. Well, maybe they did, and I'm quoting, "Your occupation of the islands does not bind us, Erdogan said. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu in June indicated that his country would challenge any Greek claims over the islands if they continued stationing troops throughout the region, the Agence France Presse reported. But Panagiotopoulos instead insisted, my God, that Greece has not cut off channels of communication, but noted that dialogue is not consistent with aggressive rhetoric and provocative behavior, end quote. And I'm quoting, the Turkish president needs to understand that Greece will not cut corners in the defense of its sovereign rights, the minister said. Well, as I always said, why don't you meet somewhere like it used to be? Hey, bring your champion, I bring my champion, and whoever wins, the army takes over whatever we fight for. So we don't have to lose all the armies. If you agree with that, bring your strongest guy, and we're going to bring our stronger guy. And that's the way we settle things. Agree? Okay. Shake hands. Let's see. The same man would do with this. I say, okay, man, you really want to do it. Let's do this. Let's meet at a certain point, at a certain time, and let's have a little bit of a scuffle right there. And then who wins, wins, who loses, loses, instead of bringing everything up. And that's it. If that could be possible, that would solve the problem somewhere, I don't know, over the Mediterranean Sea. Let's see. Or we meet on an island. And you can even have observers or referees if you want. Bring them on. Do something. I mean, you gotta, and you say, okay, and you put that in, specify this. We have this. And you can challenge again in, let's say, 10 years. And in 10 years, I don't want to hear anything. Okay? Because we're going to have guarantors. That if you say something and you start threatening again, we have the guarantors that we're going to slap you. Okay? And in 10 years, we can organize another one if you really want, or I want. And if we forfeit that and say, no, I don't want anything after 10 years, then it's going to go another 5 years. And they're going to go from 5 in 5 years increments. But the first one will be 10 years, or it could stay 10 years. And every 10 years, you have a championship between Greece and Turkey. And solve it there, for whatever reason. And you agree, okay, now we discuss this island, this island, this island. Who wins this little scuffle gets those islands. But then what are you going to do with those people over there? You change the system? Okay, you change the system, like you did with Cyprus. And then when if I beat you in 10 years, then I'm coming over and I change mine. See how smart that is? So I don't know. What do you want? I mean, this is, if the Turks take over whatever they want to take over, then these guys are going to be frustrated and they want to switch sides. And Greece is going to start being flying planes and farting around. So now do the Greek army or whatever they did against the NATO documents they signed? I don't know. This is what Turkey claims. But the Greeks, did you hear anything like refuting that? They didn't bother to refute what the Turks said. They said that we're gonna just, we're not afraid of you. Why didn't you say, well, we didn't do that? Can you bring more details? Let's talk about it. Let's see, what's the evidence? No, they didn't even talk about it, at least in this article. I don't know if they're talking another one. So that tells me that these guys are a little bit guilty if they don't really want to use what they started with, rhetoric. Remember ancient Greek? Rhetoric. Remember that one? Go and talk, discuss, use philosophy, use the art of, debate, of, try to impose things with knowledge, with words, with ideas, not with planes over there. Persuasion, art of persuasion. Where is that, Greece? Where is that? You lost that? That's all right. So, Erdogan is back in town. We'll see. Something is going to happen, and I think it's going to be an accident, as I said at the beginning, or a provocation. I think the Turks will provoke, and the Greeks are going to retaliate. We're going to hit something, destroy an airplane, or shoot at one, and then what? Then what? Erdogan is going to attack Greece? Not impossible, the way he behaves, but even if it's entitled or not, because of the accent or whatever. He's not going to take any apologies. No, we're going to just smash you now. But remember, Greece gets F-16s. No, Turkey gets F-16s, and Greece gets F-35s. So what does that tell you? Where is the big boss? Who does the big boss favor more? Or at least apparently, the Greeks. So that's why Turkey is a little bit like, yeah, but we're going to buy from the Russians some. Okay, go ahead. That's why they have to play both ways, I guess. National interest. National interest. That's what should drive each and every leader. That's why they're over there, elected, not to defend Ukraine or send money to Ukraine or to France or no. Turkey, president, Turkey. That's your main and only job. The rest, use them for the interest of your nation. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.